Two of the biggest organizations in Binghamton are partnering together. Binghamton University and Guthrie Clinic signed a deal on Friday, joining the two together for some time to come. The partnership will allow both parties to collaborate on research projects and work towards benefiting the wellness of people across the southern tier. 12 News' Spisak takes a deeper look at what the partnership means.
A memorandum of understanding signing between Binghamton University and the Guthrie Clinic Friday morning will usher in a new age of medical research in the southern tier.
This is a memorandum of understanding that will allow Binghamton University's researchers and Guthrie to share information, wide ranges of information that will improve the lives of the entire world.
The partnership between the two parties opens up the ability to collaborate on research projects and a sharing of data that can help innovate medical practices in Broome County.
This is only the beginning, and we have great things to come.
The shared data will remain anonymous so that HIPAA laws are not violated while researchers look to advance healthcare for patients across the region.
Together, our institutions bring a lot of diverse expertise spanning fields such as engineering, process improvement, pharmacy, nursing, and a variety of other workforce development areas, a variety of areas that I think we can really help our communities.
Along with bringing minds together from the two institutions to brainstorm solutions to healthcare problems, it will also open the door for the next generation of healthcare workers to gain hands-on experience.
This lays the groundwork not only for really productive research collaborations, but it also facilitates our clinical placements, student internships. It's limitless.
The partnership doesn't stop at health sciences, though, as engineering and process improvement will also be a part of the deal. I'm Kyle Spisak, 12 News, Broome County.